Hello, all. So here we go. Entry 1 of my video log blog about my time here at the Walt Disney World College Program, spring 2011. Ooh. So I have to make this under 10 minutes in order for YouTube to put it in there. So I gotta cover 3 weeks in 2 minutes. I think I can do it. I should have been on my game. I've done this before, but regrets are for squares. So, let's start with moving down. Okay, so I forget what my first blog says, but I remember it was a bit of an intro before I left. But, so we drove 3 days. Ooh, Stephanie Newsar just came on Skype. Anyway, we drove 3 days, 15 hours or something, split up amongst 3. First day we drove to Virginia. Saw my cousins and my aunt and uncle, and I love them. And I don't get to see them very often, so it's really nice to see them. And I got to go to my little cousin Willie's basketball game. It was really cute. And I saw Eudora's little hamster. That thing is disgusting. I don't do rodents. I don't know what it is. I just don't do small mammals. I don't enjoy them. Squirrels freak me out. Besides the point. Okay. So, after Virginia, well, during Virginia, actually, the most eventful thing of my whole drive happened, which is I fell in the shower because I'm an idiot. And I hit my head and I got a concussion. I blame it on my new shampoo because my uncle uses well water and it's very slippery. It doesn't wash things out. The pH is all screwed up. So my shampoo was on the... Alright, I'm not going to go into detail. I fell. I hit my head. I'm an idiot. Case closed. So I had a concussion. Because I did. And so we went to the basketball game, saw my cousins, loved them, hugged them, kissed them. Saw my uncle, loved, hug, kiss. My aunt. We met my cousin Willie's best friend. I can't recall his name right now, but we did meet him and he loves to talk. Light, stop it. Okay. And then the next day we drove to the border of Virginia and Florida. Big day of driving. That was the longest day. That was like 9 hours, I think, in the car. The second day, total by surprise, we went to a place that I was very excited about because we were at a truck stop getting dinner from Wendy's. I know, classy. And I was looking through this map book that my mom had waited a day and a half to buy. She was really dead set about me having this book of maps so I could follow our progression. So we get to South Carolina, and I'm looking through this book of maps because I was bored waiting for our food. And I see on there Effingham, which, if you don't know, I have a crush on Ben Folds. I love Ben Folds. Me and my roommate just recently went to a Ben Folds concert in November for her birthday on November 13th. It's fantastic. I love Ben Folds. He's the reason why I watch The Sing Off. I listen to his music constantly. I'm off topic again. Okay. Love Ben Folds. Moving on. My favorite Ben Folds song is called Effington. That song is about... the way... Okay. At the concert, he told the story right before he sang the song, where he was driving and he saw the name Effington on a sign, but it actually wasn't Effington. It was Effingham, and he had messed up the name. And he wrote this whole song about this place that doesn't exist because he messed up the name. And it's actually named Effingham and not Effington. Okay, the only reason why I knew that because we happened to go to this concert. and I saw it and I freaked out, and my mom couldn't understand why. I was so excited about going to see this, but I had to. I was like, I have to go. I just want to take a picture with the sign. It's Effington. Okay? I like, Effington. So, needless to say, we drove 20 minutes out of our way to find this town, which, by the way, is not a town. It's about a 2-mile stretch of road that's just road, creepy churches, and a used motor vehicle place that looks like it's straight out of like terribly frightening. It smells like poo. The only sign we could find was like this big, and it was like just over my head. I have a picture with it on my Facebook. Best and weirdest moment of my life because I had so much fun finding it. However, finding it was not exactly what I thought it was going to be, if you understand where I'm going with this. Okay, so we get to, not a Hojo, I forget where we stayed, but we stayed at like an inn and suites, yada yada yada. So we spend the night there, and then the last day we just drove into Florida. We stopped in St. Augustine, which is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous town. It's so authentic and just like, And the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, the one from the show, people, like authentic from the show, is there. What? St. Augustine is where they put the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum? Can I get a say what? Yeah, I was amazed. We came into this town, and the first thing is this Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, and I was like, oh my god, I grew up watching this show. I love Ripley's. It's really terrible how attached I was to that. So we got out of the car, we walked around a bit, went in a few stores, saw some interesting t-shirts, saw the fort, took some pictures. What else did we see over there? There's a pirate treasure museum. And we're walking by this pirate treasure museum. And then I see a guy like pop his head over like this really tall wall and like put his shoulders over. I adjust my focus, and they had a guy dressed up like Captain Jack Sparrow, standing outside with his arms over the wall, hating his life. I cannot tell you how much this guy hated his existence. I have a picture of him too. So, I mean, if you're my Facebook friend, go on down. I may post him underneath this video. I'm not sure yet. Let's see how this works out. But, oh my god, he loathed his existence on this planet. And I was like, you're in a pirate costume in front of a pirate treasure museum in St. Augustine, Florida. I would hate my life too. That was entertaining. There's also a Seuss museum there, which is kind of ironic considering I just did Seuss school last summer. All these things they just all line up. It's weird. Yeah, we drove the rest of the way to Florida. Florida is, the way we drove down is just like a big highway and trees and a Daytona sign. And I was like, oh, this is cool. But we finally got to Disney, which was entertaining. I got to see my sister, which I hadn't in a really long time. And that's lying. We saw her at Christmas, but she'd been down here for 6 months, and I used to like live with my sister at all times. We went to the same college. We did everything together. And then she moved down here for 6 or 7 months, so I didn't see her, which was upsetting. So I got to see her. What else did we do? We started to move her out a bit, and we checked in at our hotel, which was Pop Century. We were staying at the Pop Century because we left on a Friday. We drove Saturday, Sunday. We drove Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then my check-in wasn't until Wednesday. So I had nowhere to live in between getting here Sunday and moving in on Wednesday. We're approaching our 10-minute mark, so I'm sorry if you hate me, but I have to stop and restart. So until the next video.